we are going to discuss some important reaction of amines. So let's start with a very simple reaction. You have aniline, and when you treat this with bromine aqueous, so let's understand this particular reaction. Bromine aqueous will generate an electrophile, that is Br plus, and NH2 is a strongly activating group for a nucleophile or electrophile. So NH2, what characteristic reaction we are talking about? Characteristic reaction we are talking about is electrophilic substitution, and hence it is a strongly activating group for electrophile. Because many a times you need to understand that NH2 group is strongly activating for electrophile and strongly deactivating for nucleophile. So it will carry out multiple substitution. So you can remember this. Think of multiple substitution in case of benzene ring when a strongly activating group is present with a strong electrophile. Second important reaction is what you do when you treat aniline with, so you are treating aniline with HNO3. So our expectation was that NH2 being a strongly activating group will be ortho and para director, and HNO3 will provide us an electrophile, that is NO2 plus. But when reaction happens, you will get orthonitroaniline, metanitroaniline, and you will also get something like paranitroaniline. So if you follow NCERT book, there is percentage given 2%, 47% and 51%. Actually these percentage should not have been given without giving the procedure, but let's keep this way because we are following NCERT for our preparation for NEET and MENS. So 2%, 47% and 51%. So what you are getting a significant amount of meta product which was not expected. So we will explain why this meta product has formed. So why this meta product has formed, let's try to understand that. So actually when you think of aniline, there is significant amount of basicity involved, and if you take HNO3, there is significant amount of H plus involved. So this NH2 group combines with H plus to produce something like anilinium ion, which is strongly deactivating and meta director. So we can explain, or question can be asked to you, why meta nitro product has formed. So answer will be due to this acid base reaction the anilinium ion has formed, and you can see this plus sign is in resonance with benzene ring, so it will pull the electron away from the benzene ring, and so it making it deactivated, and deactivating groups are meta directors. So hopefully we explained you this particular portion. Now let's take the another reaction. When you treat aniline with This is aromatic primary amine with HONO. HONO will be given as NaNO2 plus HCl, but the basic purpose of telling you HONO, that you know the reacting species is NO plus, and it will form something like diazonium salt. So it will form diazonium salt, and reaction of diazonium salt will be very important. This process is known as diazotization. This process is known as diazotization. So quickly, what are the questions which can be asked? What is the attacking species? So this is nitrosonium ion, and this process is known as diazotization. So this diazo product is very interesting. N2, being stable at room temperature, will be easily liberated out, and Cl minus is spectator ions. So what you will be left with? You will be left with a benzene ring with a perception of plus sign. So this is just a memory technique, that you are left with something like a perception of plus sign over the benzene ring. So plus sign will attract negative species or species with negative sign. So we will see some important reaction of diazonium, so that you can quickly revise this particular section for your school examination or competitive examination. So just focus on this. This is diazonium salt. This N2 will liberate out to give the plus perception, and Cl minus is a spectator ion, so it is not taking part in the desired reaction. So what you will get? Something like Cu2Cl2, you will get something like Cu plus HCl, you will get something like Ki, you will get something like H2O, and you will get something like S3PO2, and you are getting something like C2H5OH. So some name reactions are very important. N2 will get liberated, and the negative part here is chlorine. So you are getting chlorobenzene, and this is a name reaction. This is known as Sand-Mears. Then you have the negative part again, and you will form, depending upon Cl or Br, you will form Br when there will be Br here, and Cl when there will be Cl here, and this is known as Gattermann. So this is a quick revision, right? This is iodobenzene. Water, you can visualize it as H plus and OH minus, and you can form phenol. So a very important compound, phenol, can be easily formed treating diazonium salt with water. H3PO2, if you see the structure of H3PO2, it is something like this. So H3PO2 has two pH bonds, and which is reducing in nature. So main job of it is providing H minus. So just think of a benzene ring with plus sign and H minus coming and sitting over it. It will form something like benzene. This is again another reaction which needs some explanation. In NCERT it's given C2H5OH. Actually this reaction will always get carried in presence of zinc. So job of C2H5OH is to provide H plus, and zinc will provide it 2 electrons to make it H minus. And you can again make benzene. So very important reaction of diazonium salt. which you can learn it quickly. We will go a very important reaction which is known as diazo coupling. So in recent years question has been asked in JEE Mains Advanced as well as NEET on diazo coupling. So if you are looking at diazonium salt, it has also capability of acting as a weak electrophile. So weak electrophile will attack a benzene ring only in presence of a strongly activating group. So if you are getting a benzene ring substituted by G, where G can be NH2, NHR, NR2, simply carry out electrophilic substitution on benzene ring, and mostly the preferable location will be the para. So ortho product will also form in some quantity, or if para is blocked, ortho will form. But here simple electrophilic substitution has been carried out, and depending upon the G and other substituent, color of this compound can be determined. So if it is NH2, it will be yellow, and if it is OH or O minus, then it will be orange, right? This is known as azodize. So for now, these are the reactions which you can learn and you can feel good about it in just 10 minutes. Thank you.